Hey everybody, it's Olga with AskYourSoul.org, and today I have a cool manifestation story for you. This one is from a book called Manifestations, True Stories of Bringing the Imagined into Reality. And I will include a link to it below. And this story is called I Got the Job, or Did I? By Linda Ballesteros. Have you ever had a job that made you dread Monday morning? Maybe you've had a narcissistic boss who took credit for your ideas and only looked for opportunities to advance their career. I'm not sure what came first, the narcissistic boss or my thirst for change. All I know is that at the end of the day, I had to make some changes, but I didn't know where to start. I had recently begun reading Florence Scovel Shinn's books, Your Word is Your Wand, The Game of Life and How to Play It, and The Power of the Spoken Word, where I was introduced to affirmations. What could it hurt to try Shinn's philosophy? The worst that could happen was nothing. The first step was to create a series of affirmations stating that I already have what I want. I wasn't sure how that was going to influence the situation, but I said I would give it a try, so here we go. I created about 5 or 6 affirmations, which I wrote on index cards and kept in my car to read at every opportunity, especially during my long daily commutes. Several were so totally opposite of my current situation that they almost got stuck in my throat. Like, I have the best boss. How can I possibly say this out loud multiple times a day when I don't believe it? Within a few days, I noticed less and less resistance, and I found the affirmations flowed with ease when I spoke them. Saying them upon getting into the car, at red lights, in gridlock traffic, and before getting out of the car now became part of my routine and part of the game. The dread of walking into the building became less prevalent, and I began to feel lighter. One morning, as I scrolled the internal job postings, which I did every morning, there was a position that jumped off the screen almost as if it were highlighted. I felt an excitement even though this was not an area in which I had any experience. The position was in a division that had recently relocated to Texas from New York. Before I knew what happened, I had applied for it. The rest of the day I noticed mind bugs or self-doubt popping up. These people are from New York. I'm sure they're so much smarter and more professional than me. What if I'm not smart enough to do the job? They're probably laughing at my submission right now. Despite the negative thoughts, I continued saying the affirmations, which again, I found comforting and seemed to quiet the mental chatter. Within a couple of days, I received a call from Human Resources. They wanted to schedule an interview with the division manager over the posted position. This position was at another campus, so I would need to coordinate the interview after work. I certainly would not want my ego-driven boss to know that I was looking to leave his empire. The interview was scheduled, and HR provided all the details. Again, the self-doubt I had prior reared its ugly head. You see, I was genuinely stepping outside of my comfort zone because I was good at what I did. I was well respected, not only by my peers, but also by local executives. Texas regional directors would reach out for my assistance on projects. What am I doing? Am I making a mistake? It took a lot to quiet the voices this time, but by the time I arrived for my interview, I had a sense of knowing that this position was mine. When I walked through the front door of the beautiful brand new building, it felt familiar. I knew exactly where to go and looked at the people in the elevator as if I had seen them before. The interview went well, and when I got to my car, I called my husband and said, I got the job! Being an executive of large companies, he was surprised that they would offer me the position on the spot. Oh, they haven't offered me the position. I just know that it's mine. The next morning, the phone was ringing as I walked into my office. I was not surprised when it was HR. In a split second, I could see myself packing up my office and mapping a new route to work. Linda, I wanted to let you know that you did not get the job. Wait, what did they say? Before I could respond, she continued. However, they were so impressed with you and what you can bring to their team that they have created a position for you. It worked! I was so excited because for the first time in my life, I felt that I was an active participant in the outcome of a situation. In that instant, I knew my days of feeling like a victim were over. This not only shifted my approach to challenges, but it changed my mindset forever. Don't get me wrong, this does not mean that my life has been Shangri-La since. It means that I discovered a power within that we're all born with, and I tapped into it to create a situation that was for my highest and best good. If you have used affirmations with little to no success, I encourage you to revisit the exercise with deliberate intention and focus. Once you have created a set of affirmations to support what is best for you, use visualization to tap into the emotions of having it. Emotions act as the gas pedal when manifesting. The more emotions and feelings you put into your visualization, the quicker you will be on the receiving side of making your wishes come true. Now start manifesting. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the story. I really like how it had this unexpected twist at the end. And I would love to hear your opinion on using affirmations, because I know for myself, I've been using affirmations for years now, and I feel like they really do help me in so many ways. I know that some people are all for robotic affirmations and others say that it's BS and it doesn't work unless you absolutely have the feeling, when you're affirming. So it's kind of, I don't know, I guess it's up to the individual to decide what works for them. I think at the end of the day, it's honestly what you believe is going to work for you, that's what's going to work for you. So for me, even if I don't feel like saying that affirmation or I just don't even believe in it, I am still the type of a person who would say this because I have hope that it's going to work for me. And it just always makes me feel better. I don't force myself to say it if I really don't want to. But whenever I say affirmations, I just honestly feel better. And it kind of helps me see the light at the end of the tunnel when I'm going through something difficult. So I'm a fan personally, but I'm really curious about you guys. Do you use affirmations? Do you feel like they're helpful? Do you feel like it's a waste of time? Do you use it in your manifestation practice? Or do you think that it doesn't work unless you absolutely have the emotion behind it? Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and I would love to hear your comments and how you feel about affirmations. And hopefully I'll keep on posting more often than once a year. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Have an amazing rest of your day or night, you guys. Keep believing in yourself and don't give up. Bye.